the last game I saw a quarterback that even though he was pressured, he showed that confidence. He was so calm in the pocket.
Oh.
He knew he was gonna get hit, but he made everybody believe that I'm gonna catch that, or he's gonna make it on time.
Yeah.
He's gonna make the throw on time. So everybody saw that.
Yeah.
A perfect situation where Garoppolo was mentored under Brady, under Belichick, under Daniels for how long? You know, I can't explain how good of a trade this was.
Oh.
Like this, it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Jesus is
Are you listening? Dude.
Does it sound better since I got it fixed? Ronbo Sports here, representing the Niner Empire organization worldwide. And of course, here on this planet, I invite you. If you're a 49er fan, yes, you can join us. Please do. The NinerEmpire.com. Go there for all details and information. Fam, thank you for allowing me to talk 49er football. We don't have that much time left in this season. Well, we do, because I don't stop talking football. I go from 1 month. I go from January to January. But I mean, as far as the games go and all that stuff, that's going to end soon. Oh, God, and we're just getting started, too. Everybody in the 49er camp, which we can start the season all over again. But how are you feeling about our 49ers, right? Really, the beginning of the season, I was arguing with people. There were people said, man, we'd be lucky to win 3-4 games. I was, what? What? Man, we gonna win 9? I said 9-7. 9-7, and I'll be back to talk to you about it later. So I guess I gotta take my whooping. We ain't going 9-7. There ain't enough games for us to go 9-7 any longer. And yeah, you was right. See that? I'm a manning up. You was right. I was wrong. But we can both agree on this. The 49ers have made improvements. And we are looking way better, even with all these injuries we got. And I can't wait till those guys get back. I went and checked out the power rankings. I almost passed out. I never look at the power rankings because I already know where we're at. We're down there with the Cleveland Browns scrambling around, for the same nut, man. 31, 32, I don't even need to look. I know we're 31 or 32. Bam! We're at number 23. On the one I was looking at, it changes from one to another, but 23. And if we win another game, we're gonna go up again. Oh my God, I'm not used to this at all. And the 49ers are gonna get better. Oh, you know they're gonna progress beyond what they are now. Jimmy G just got there, right? And I'm loving what I'm seeing because it seems the players they've acknowledged it already now anyway. But the players have acknowledged we're following G. We believe in him. And they're playing like it too. They're looking good out there. Everybody's looking, even the defense is looking good. It just gives me such a good feeling to talk about the 49ers right now. And I know by the end of the season, because the drama's still yet to come, we got to play Jacksonville, which is going to be really the test of the season. And ain't nobody going to be mad at them if they don't beat Jacksonville, because we need some of our people back. We need a few things. We're not quite ready for that kind of competition, but don't let us fool around and beat them. I don't know, this week the Titans, I'll tell you about that a little later. Oh, can I say something about Marquise Goodwin though right quick? Marquise Goodwin, he's got 783 yards. He needs 217. He will cross the 1,000 yard threshold. Oh. And I still love to gloat when I'm right and you're wrong. I told you Marquise Goodwin was a good receiver. All he needs to do is work with Kyle Shanahan and he'll bring out the good. Bring out the boys running routes like a crazy man out there. If you're trying to guard Marquise Goodwin, what are you going to do? You can't get too close. Because if you do, he's gone. Coach, just stand out there butt naked in front of everybody. They're watching down on the field. People go, ooh, and you know it's embarrassing. So here's what I want to see. Hey, you're at the game this Sunday, and Every time we're in a third down situation, even before that, because they may be throwing on any down, if you see Marquise lining up on the field in the slot and the edge, I don't care where he is, I think we should break out in chorus. The entire stands. Keys, 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 keys. You see, that's going to fire Marquise up because you know all he needs is a little further support and encouragement. And you know, Jimmy G will stand back there, G will go through all his progressions. Boom! It's Marquise Goodwin. It's another 50, 60-yard drive. No! Because here's the thing. If Marquise gets over 100 yards this week, let's say he gets 115, 120, somewhere in excess, he will only need a couple of 50-yard games to eclipse the 1,000 yards. I'm excited for Marquise. I love it, boy. I love it. I love to watch him play. We got one issue that's worrying me to death. I didn't want to talk about it, but it is a reality. Trent Brown still ain't made it to camp, y'all. He's still having problems with that shoulder. It's killing me because they're going to keep us in suspense all the way till that day. And there's going to be Friday, Saturday, Trent Brown remains a game time decision. Oh, man.
Ronbo!
Hey,
Can't believe you ate that cat food.
What?
I was just clowning you, man.
No, you wasn't.
I
What?
ain't ate no cat food since Mike Singletary was head coach.
Oh, that ain't funny. Oh,
Hey,
man.
Ronbo.
What?
Got to shout out to my dude from Philly, Brian Lee. I mean, my dog from South Philly.
You speak Philly now, I guess.
Yous don't?
Oh.
Ronbo.
Yo, what?
I'm gone.
Oh. Okay. You know, fool me, MC. Fool me twice, shame on me. But I gotta tell you, man, between you and me, don't tell anybody I told you this. The cat food wasn't all that bad. Hey, don't judge me. Tell you what I'm gonna do though. Let us now get on over to the Happy Niner Empire and talk some more football. See what's on your 49er mind. Huh. Niner fam, talking 49er football is more fun than it's been in a long time. I know what you're saying, Ronbo, don't get bandwagon on us. The 49ers are a good time all the time. I know, I agree. That's why I got Pedro out in Atlanta, GA. Pedro is El Presidente. Pedro, tell us about your chapter. I want everybody in Atlanta to know. If you didn't know, Pedro is looking for you. 49er fans don't need to be a refugee. Pedro, sup?
That's right. Everybody here in the South, you have a family. You have a family. We meet at Hudson Grill in Sandy Springs, and we are with the Niner family here in Georgia. So whoever is coming over here and visit, you have a family here.
There you go.
Aroo! Aroo! Aroo!
I love when he does that. Pedro! Well, Pedro, I think we have a franchise quarterback.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Tell me about it.
He's being compared to Brady. Wait a minute. Why did I say Brady first? Mainly because he came in. Let me put it in order. He's being compared to Montana, Young, Brady, Rodgers. They see a little bit of everything in him. I'm excited about this guy. I mean, Pedro, are you seeing, after 2 starts, are you seeing all that combo? What are you feeling?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm very excited because pretty much everything starts with the quarterback, and that's the leader.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the general of the field. So pretty much he's bringing the confidence back. You can see it. Now we see more protection. They actually are starting to believe in themselves. Mm-hmm. And that's what we want to see.
Swag.
So for me, it's like that's a new air, new breathing air, new oxygen. You can see, because at some point we were flatlined. Yeah. Now we're like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. We have some life after this.
Heimlich.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like somebody put a defibrillator and give us a jump start. So it's awesome. It's a great feeling. Even though some 49er fans are saying, oh, we should lose the next games. Oh, we should. No, God. You play to win the game. not to lose it. Not to lose
Pedro,
it.
I'm so glad we're on the same page.
We have a tradition of winning.
Oh, God,
not
yes.
about tanking the game.
That's
no,
so
we
right.
can't.
Yeah, you know, I don't understand why people don't understand. You build a culture of winning, but you have to win. Otherwise,
Exactly.
the Cleveland Browns have proven year after year, your draft, they're at the top of the draft every year. They got an all-star team, and they're still being killed. They haven't won a game this year. Got to win.
Yes, and see, and you just touched the basic point. The Browns have so many first rounders, and tell me where they are. What's the point of going for the very first round if you have 0 wins? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Look, in what round was Brady found?
Yeah, I know, huh? Navarro Bowman,
We have to go there.
Joe Montana.
Bowman.
Nobody's in the first
Yeah.
round. You know, it's not necessary. So glad.
Exactly. A lot of people are thinking about the draft. Okay, we have the supplemental draft, and there's free agency.
Yes.
I mean, there's other ways, baby. There are other ways. Don't settle for just for one. Look outside the picture. Come on.
Best Christmas we ever had, man. I'm telling you right,
yes.
because I'm tired of this as a Christmas present. We got Jimmy Garoppolo. His name, I'm just going to call him Jimmy G. I always get tangled up like that.
Jimmy G.
And Pedro, do you realize people don't understand fully what they're seeing here? This is a man that's basically a rookie with all the cool, calm, and collectiveness that you've ever seen. Pedro, that means he's going to go up because he's in his early stage. He's going to go up. What we're seeing right now is better than a lot of veterans have been in the league for 5 years, and Garoppolo looks better than they do. He's going to excel past them because he has to. It's just a natural thing.
It is, and it's human nature to go up. You cannot just settle for all the minute or just settle like what you have. You have to try for more. You have to excel in what you're doing. Otherwise, it's like you just a Cutler.
Yeah.
Look at Jay Cutler. For how long he's just making money, but at the same time, it's like look where he's at.
A journeyman.
We have to look at those things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and you don't want to be recognized by, he's been in so many teams. Or he's just a leaderless dude. You don't want to be that.
Yeah.
You want to be somebody that people remember for what they accomplished in life.
Yeah. And I tell you, 49ers they're going to build around him.
Oh, yes.
They're going to make this team.
Yes.
You know what? I keep trying to be optimistic. I try to remain cautiously optimistic. I say, next year, we maybe get a wild card or maybe to the playoffs. And a lot of people saying, no, if they get the right pieces, this team could be like Harbaugh-esque and go 13-3.
Exactly.
And I'm starting to buy into that too. You know, I really am.
I believe you have to, now it goes into play, you have to keep the faith.
Yeah.
You have to believe. I mean, the last game I saw a quarterback that even though he was pressured, he showed that confidence. He was so calm in the pocket. He knew he was gonna get hit, but he made everybody believe that I'm gonna catch that, or he's gonna make it on time. Yeah. He's gonna make the throw on time. So everybody saw that. Yeah. Every single fan saw that. Everybody but those who decided to not watch the game because we have a losing season.
Yeah.
Now those is like, I'm sorry, I don't have time for you. But for everybody else, it's like, yeah, we saw something magical, and reminds me of Candlestick. Like the magic is coming back, and that's amazing.
Yeah, and it will be too. And you know, Pedro, now we're going to start building. Pedro, it's the edge, it's the offensive line, cornerback.
Yes.
We got various positions. Pedro, where do you start to build this machine? I mean, where's your priority on this list? Because everybody's got different. That Red and Gold Radio, I'm getting all kind of perspective. Talk to people online. Everybody's got different perspective. We got 49er fans going everywhere. I wonder if that's going on in the front office. What are you thinking on that?
Well, I want to tell you one thing. Very first thing we saw right away, every single fan saw on that day, corners.
Yeah.
We saw a corner that, oh my God, really, I was so embarrassed. The way he was being burned, the stupid penalties. It's like, come on, this is something where you have to prove yourself. Are you going to stay here next season, or are you actually looking for the pink slip? because that's what he was looking for. And it's for me, it was like in a way, that's the Achilles tendon. That's where everybody's gonna be going after. Johnson is like, that's it. That's gonna be our weakness, week after week. So we have to correct that right away.
Oh God, yes. I'm worried about this weekend. But you know what? There's only one DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm thinking DeAndre Hopkins does that to everybody. But it looked amplified this week. But I'm hoping maybe next week we'll be okay in that area, because that's you're right. OCs are already planning.
Yes.
And that brings me to the point. Tennessee coming up this weekend, Pedro.
Yes, Tennessee.
Yeah, are we gonna pull it? What are we gonna do with that? You think? Dante was gonna be okay, or what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna tell you one thing. The Titans are looking for a game because they know they have a chance. They know they have a chance to be in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We're playing spoilers right now.
I know.
We are the ones that can ruin somebody's dream, and that for me is like, that's beautiful, because that means that because of us, you're not in. We're not in, you're not in. Simple as that. But the match that I'm looking is Foster and Delaney Walker. I'm looking for that.
Yes.
I'm looking for that. The tight end versus the Foster. I mean, the former 49er versus the new blood.
Oh, what a story, right? And you know what?
Yes.
Eric Reed is going to be involved in that one too, because he's going to be in the box. So Delaney's got to come through, check him. That's going to be interesting to see how that ends up matching up. And then you've got, and he hates it, but Deshaun Golson 2.0. We're going to come 2.5. Boom! Delaney gets that ball, makes a catch. Always going to see this guy flying out of nowhere because that blinding speed he's got. And Walker makes that catch. If he doesn't put a good grip on it, man, AC is going to kill him.
Absolutely.
We got weapons.
Absolutely.
We got talent now. Peter, we got talent now.
We do.
Before 2 years ago, people said the 49ers don't have any talent. I argued because we're 49er fans. But I'm not sure if they weren't right 2 years ago. But now they're not right. We got weapons.
Yes. And if I remember, before the season started, you asked me the question, where do you think the team is going to go? What's the record going to be? And I told you, I'm looking for an 8-8.
Yeah.
And that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. But if you look at if we cannot go like we should have. There were some games that we lost by 2 points.
2 and 3
3 points.
2 and 3 points.
And for me, it's like, but look at the game. Look at the teams we play. Now the teams are, playoff bound. Okay, we lost big. I mean, and that for us pretty much tells us where we are. Mm-hmm. So next year we just have to be mentally prepared, and as fans, we're doing our part. We're showing. Look at what happened in Houston. Shout out to everybody that went to Houston because that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing to see all that red and gold and to see everybody participating. That for me was majestic in a way because people can see that 49ers fans travel, and there's doesn't matter what the record is, they're there, and that's what we like. That's our team, because once we put these colors on, we're all family, and that's amazing.
That's right. And Jimmy G made a mistake of saying he never knows about he doesn't know about the Niner Empire, right? So Jimmy G says, "Wow, the Niner, no, right?
Nation.
The Niner, no, the Niner Nation
my
travels
stomach was
well."
turning too.
Somebody said
my stomach was turning.
I know. Somebody said we need to relax about that a little bit and let newcomers at least find out. So people have calmed down. A lady calls into the show yesterday and she says, "Yeah, Jimmy G came in and he was all cute and everything with his tie and this. And then all of a sudden he says, Niner Nation." Her name was Kathy. They were the Patriot Nation before. So, it's understandable.
Yeah.
So, but now he understands now we're more than a nation. We gobble up nations to make the empire.
Yes.
We'll never stop that. He'll get it.
Oh,
He's going to be the reason why we continue to be the empire and gobbling up nations. Pedro, next year the Hawks will fall to us. They're getting old. I feel like we're in a movie. Pedro, next year.
Oh, yes, they are.
Let me do it. Let me do the dialogue like the movie. Pedro, we will march across Seattle. we will make them our slaves. Los Angeles, we will kill them. We will make them our slaves.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait till next season. Even this season, we're gonna play LA, the last New Year's Eve.
The last New Year's. We have to start the year right. We have to go to LA and take over.
Because they have visions of taking over the NFC.
That's one of the oldest rivalries.
Yes.
The Rams and the Niners. Mm-hmm. That's one of the oldest too. So I'm looking forward to it.
And they think they're making a comeback, Pedro. They've got to be met at the door, and we got to send a message right now. You know, Pedro, if they lose to the Hawks this week, we're spoiler 2 times. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, see?
The Titans.
We can ruin somebody's season right there.
2 teams. Wait, Titans? All 3 teams. Titans. Yes, all 3 teams in the playoff picture. I think Jacksonville may be ahead enough. They can afford a loss. But we'll see. I got to look at those records. Wouldn't it be nice if we sweep right through and ruin all these teams' chances? They'll hate us.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be like a, wow, wake up call. They're coming.
Pedro, we got a caller right now, but I tell you what, man, we're getting ready. We're having a great season. Niner fam, check out Pedro, East Coast, Atlanta, GA. He's waiting for you. If you didn't know, Pedro is the guy you want to see. I'm going to put his information up. You'll see it. And get a hold of Pedro. And you don't need to be a refugee. All right?
Of course, you have a family here.
Pedro, on 3, 2, 1.
Oh! That's right, baby.
Niner fam, you probably checked out Tony. I call him Tony Orton on Red Gold Radio, and he always pops in. Tony's got that witty, that clever. He knows all about the 49ers type of thing, but he always leaves you thinking, wow. You get that, wow. It's Tony. Tony, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Ronbo? How's it hanging?
How do you follow that intro, right? Tony, here we are. We're not getting our brains beat out. The Patriots are now worried about the fact that they traded and the 49ers are winning, which is going to move their little position down. As for, because they're your first trade with us, well, we got a good deal there. We lost Jimmy, but we're going to get a high second round. This is my Bill Belichick invitation, but we'll probably get a high second round pick. Tony, do you realize if we win another couple of games, it's going to screw Billy up?
Actually, I don't think so. Belichick's a genius.
Yeah, man. I know, right?
He's crazy. He's the evil emperor from Star Wars, dude. He's just like Tom Brady's Darth Vader. You know?
That's a good call. That's them too. Okay, but anyway,
he's got that hoodie.
I know it. You know? That's what freaks me out about Belichick. He doesn't seem like a hoodie kind of guy. And all of a sudden, you'll see him in these photos being mean Belichick to the reporters, and he's wearing a hoodie, like he's like a thug, but he's Belichick.
He shoots lightning out his hands. You know.
Oh man, hey, Tony. Now that we got Jimmy G, I'm thinking like, wow, man, the culture change in Santa Clara is pretty obvious now. You can see the 49ers are running in the direction that they should be. But I wonder, and I run this by because I wonder what the thinking was just prior, because I'm not sure if they really wanted Jimmy G to start right now. And what were they going to do before, as opposed to what they're going to do now, as far as adding personnel, making changes, because now you can see what Jimmy does. You can see what the people around him do. You can see this guy's got to go, this guy's got to go from the puzzle. Let's move. We got to get this type of guy in. I mean, what do you think is going to happen from here as far as that goes? And did that alter their thinking?
I think it always plays into it. I mean, we had I wouldn't say, pretty defensive-heavy draft last year. You can't fix everything in one off season. You look at the O-line and how they've kind of struggled, but I do think we're probably going to see more skill positions addressed, and definitely the O-line addressed. I think we're probably going to see probably athletic linemen over guys that are a little chubbier and can they got to move basically. So, and I think we might find hopefully we're going to go look for a future number 1 to supplant Garcon, because Garcon is great, and receivers have long careers, but I don't think he's going to be here forever, and we're going to need a guy for him to teach. Receivers take a while to come around; they really do, even first rounders. But it takes multiple seasons. But yeah, I think we're going to get O-line and probably more skill positions.
And I really can get behind that. The offensive linemen, they do need to be able to move into space. This is why I'm a little concerned about Joshua Garnett. Maybe they say he's losing weight, he's slimming down a little bit, and they must have. That's exactly what they did. From what you just said, they're going to go after Garnett. He was a little pudgy last night when he first came in. I thought he was a little pudgy. They're going to get him to go down a little further because I'm understanding he's slimming down, and that's probably via John Lynch instruction too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Garnett, I feel like Garnett has a little, might have a little bias towards him, man. You got to remember, he's from Stanford.
Yeah.
Lynch is from Stanford.
Yeah.
There's the Cardinal connection there, so you never know.
Does like Stanford people. Okay. Hey, you know who's not from Stanford, though? See, Carlos Hyde, you know, and I've calmed down since the game, actually. As I was livid when he missed that shot that was just a gimmick right there on TD, right? Tony, though, you know what? Let's try to be objective this because we're going to catch a lot of heat for this. Okay, you take Carlos's entire body of work down through the year, actually for the last 2 years, and from what you've seen, has he built up enough points with you to extend his contract? Are you thinking there may be something better we could put alongside of Jimmy Garoppolo? By the way, I'm just asking the question. I'm saying if you're watching right now and you're getting put, Ronbo, don't start it. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just asking Tony. They're
gonna come at you with pitchforks and torches, man. Be careful.
No, it's scary to mess with certain people on this team. What do you think, though?
You know, I've said this before, and it's kind of a boring answer, but every man has his price.
Yeah.
You know, but there's one thing I've noticed that is very interesting, Ronbo, and that is the fact that they will play certain players one week, they'll bench players for multiple games, and then they'll play out of nowhere. Like we just saw Aaron Lynch come off the bench in how many weeks? Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. And then Ronnie Blair got benched and Tank's playing, but Tank wasn't playing the, you know. So maybe it is really preseason all over again. Maybe they're getting a good look at everybody, and they really want to know who's going to be here. But
that's right.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was thinking about. I was contemplating that. They are looking at the team and manipulating people around. Like there's no real drive to win, especially. They just want to see who's who on this team and like who do we need? Does this guy fit into the program? Because they already know what they're gonna do in the future, Tony. I got a feeling they know exactly where they want to go, what direction, what it's gonna take. Yeah, I gotta agree. Yeah. So Carlos Hyde.
Oh yeah. In regards to Hyde, I think Hyde's a good player. I think he struggles with vision at times. But something tells me he's not going to be around next year. I don't think it's. I just think we need more of an outside zone type of personnel. So I think he's going to go somewhere. I think he's going to have a nice little career. I don't think he's going to be a future Hall of Famer. Yeah. But would I want to re-sign him? Yeah, he's a good player, and even better, he has a lot of character. You know, he'll stand in there and block for you like Frank Gore used to. I'm pretty sure Frank probably taught him that.
Sure.
He'll do the dirty work. So, but would I break the bank going to pay him? No, I don't see him as a top tier running back.
You know, and that's because the fact of the matter is, nobody pays running backs unless you're Le'Veon or somebody like that. Those are the guys that get paid the huge money nowadays. So yeah, Carlos is not quite that type. And in fact, you're watching this right now. We're not saying he's a bad running back, but he may not be so above a boy. He's not irreplaceable. I can't believe I said that. I did.
No,
I meant
we still don't know. We still don't know what we have in Joe Williams either. And you know, to be honest, to me, running backs aren't always essential. I feel like you could have a slobber knocker of a team if you really wanted to go get a number one. But I don't feel like you really need them.
Yeah.
Like you need a good running back. You don't need a great running back.
Yeah. Because some teams are doing very well without. I mean, when you look at Rodgers and some of these other guys that do well, Okay, Carlos, but we still love you, Carlos. Tony, I'm telling you right now, if you notice, each level, every week we go up a level as far as competition. We started with the Bears. It's probably the lower level. We just got through doing the Texans. The Texans were even better than I expected. So I would say that's level 2. This week we go to the Titans, which is now a playoff contending team. If you know what, you couldn't set this up any better. In connection with, and it speaks to what you said earlier about the spring, the preseason process. It's like we're getting tougher and tougher each week. Now we're going to see the Titans, and that's followed by the Jaguars and the Rams. It couldn't have been set up any better if this is the process. Now we're going to the Titans. Are we gonna be we look fairly well against the Texans. We need to execute a little better, but that means we're getting a little better each week too. I told you, what do you think is gonna happen against the Titans this week?
To be honest, I haven't really been paying that much attention to the Titans.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I know, you're a Bay Area cat too, so occasionally you hear about Marcus Mariota in Oregon and what he did there in his program. And I think I don't even really. Yeah, this is pretty much the point. I really don't know what to think about the Titans. I mean, I guess anything could really happen. I know our team pretty well, so I know we're playing pretty good right now. Yeah. Are they beatable? Yes, I think they're very beatable. I think we hopefully get Trent Brown back.
Please.
Which would be a godsend. Yeah. No more Zane Beatles, please. I've seen enough of. Oh God, enough of that. I can't name one Adoree Jackson. That's it. I can't name one other defensive player on there that scares me. Maybe Brian Orakpo. That's it. Yeah. But I think we beat them and we get them at home, right?
Yeah, that's a plus. Well, normally it would be a plus for most teams. Hopefully Levi's doesn't bite us like it likes to do. Yeah.
We'll break it in. There can't be that many Tennessee fans out here. Maybe, but I don't think so.
Hey, that could be the jinx right there. All these fans from other teams start filling up the seats. Maybe that is the jinx. Not enough Niner fans in the stands.
Yeah, who knows, man?
Tony, I got to tell you, though, man, you watched T.J. Yates, right, in this game. When he came in, it made a difference. Now, Mariota is a very mobile quarterback, and I really wish the 49ers would. It doesn't seem like they really do well against quarterbacks. I mean, Russell Wilson did fine against us. Who else has been mobile this year? Even Trubisky had a moment. And I think if the OC is smart, he says, listen, a little more design run plays. The 49ers seem to fall prey to this every week that I've watched him at least once or twice. So what you're going to do is you're really going to take the limit. Mariota leaves on a stretcher every season, though, so they're not going to do it too much. But I see them running the ball a little more and doing a little more things to make it difficult for the 49ers. Because the running game, they've got 2 solid running backs. My God. So if Mariota runs too, I see the 49ers possibly being overwhelmed if they don't prepare for that properly. That's my only scary thing.
Yeah, expect bigger personnel to be active. I know Duzable wasn't active this week, but I think it's because their O-line, the Texans O-line is awful. It's just horrific. But I remember actually you do have a point. Derrick Henry, if our D-line is seeing a lot of Derrick Henry, they're going to get worn down. Yeah. He's just the epitome of a thumper. Yeah. He will punish you. He's a big boy. Yeah. And expect some bigger guys on the line, and that might open up some different opportunities for Mariota. Would I expect some probably zone read option stuff? Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. He's a great athlete. He reminds me of Kaepernick, to be honest. But,
yeah, similar, very similar. Which is why I was wondering why Kaepernick wasn't called up by the last year when they. No, that was this year.
That was this year.
Yeah, was it this year that they needed some help there, and I said Cap would flow right into that system, man. Look for Cap to be in Tennessee. They didn't call him. So
I don't get it either, man. But if our D-line is seeing way too many run snaps, and they just keep pounding the rock with Derrick Henry, that's going to be a problem.
And DeMarco Murray. Yeah.
Murray doesn't scare me as much as Henry does. Just because
240.
I mean, how many 6'3", 240 thumping running backs are there, man?
And fast. God, he's fast. Yeah. So there's a guy they got to prepare for. And maybe you're right. Of the lesser of the two evils is probably Murray. Because I was watching the other day when they played the Texans, and actually the Texans did a pretty good job of shutting that run down, kinda. The Titans did well yesterday, so we'll see. Our DC. What do you think about Robert Saleh? He gets a lot of criticism, and I know that you've had some criticism too. But he looked a little better. I thought I saw some better adjustments. He did not leave Dante Johnson out there the entire game to be killed. He pulled him, and I thought he was going to leave him out there the entire time. You're going to learn, or you're going to be embarrassed out here in front of all these people. I thought he was going to run that route, I mean, not so much in that fashion, but I was worried about that. So, in-game adjustments, did he make them this week or not? This past game?
To be honest, I couldn't really tell. I mean, beyond what you mentioned, the just benching Dante, which was called for.
Yeah, God, yes.
But, I mean, one of the announcers said it, dude. DeAndre Hopkins is one, you think Antonio Brown, you think of who else is incredible receiver? Odell, Julio Jones. Ooh. But DeAndre is right in that conversation, too. I have never seen a receiver win 50-50 balls like he wins them. It's insane. Yeah. And his hands are like bear claws, man.
And they're long. The fingers are long. They continually go, man. You see that comparison they made during the game with the I guess it was one of the announcers, and DeAndre's fingers look like they're about 2 to 3 inches longer. You see, that's those are like eagle claws, man, as well. He can just clutch his prey and just fly away. It killed him though in that game. Did you see him? He's running down the field. DeAndre forgot. Hey, DeAndre, you're not a running back. What are you doing? He holds that ball out there, and there's our man, AC, alertly. Whack! We got the ball! Loving this defense, man. I really am saying God, yes.
Colbert's like that old school safety, man. He reminds me of guys that were playing back in, the 60s, 70s, and 80s, before... Yeah, man, just he's a throwback, He's a throwback to that era. He's gritty, and even his attitude. You might be seeing some of my dogs in the background here. My bad.
No, I love it.
But
if he has anything to say, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, he's a Niner fan too. He just can't talk. Maybe him and MC could hang out sometime.
If he likes cat food, MC's got to think about making people eat cat food.
He'll eat anything. Hey, I actually once made a bet with Sean. I don't think he ever took me up on it. Macho Man, shouts out to Macho Man. Hey man, we could start making bets. That might be fun. So
would it though? Hey, what would be the stakes?
So I was playing off the joke like you eat crow. So I was gonna get some black food coloring, and put it on a burnt, not burnt piece of chicken, but on a cooked piece of chicken. Film it, send it to you, and we'll throw it up on the channel.
This would be awesome. You know what? I'll just do it on my own, so you don't have to. We don't want to travel. I'm gonna say I'll do it, and I'll say Tony sent this for you, Sean, and this is your week to go ahead and eat that crow. Listen, Sean, we appreciate the things you say, but if you're going to say them, you got to stand behind them, and you got to go ahead and man up. So it's for you, Sean. Hey, Tony, he owes us. Remember that one he said, wait, he did come in, and he did acknowledge the fact that, what was the deal in the first place on that? Was that he believed that it was something about the CJ Beathard, I think, was it?
Yeah, we had a little... I'd call it a miscommunication around Brian Hoyer and CJ Beathard. Right. But I wouldn't say he was proved wrong about CJ Beathard. I think it just kind of he confirmed what he thought, but I think he also kind of confirmed what I thought too. And CJ is a rookie, and he hasn't refined the finer points of being a pro-style quarterback. Yeah. He's going to, now that he has Garoppolo, sure. But he's going to be great. Yeah. Regarding his Brian Hoyer, I was wrong about that one.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to play better. I thought I was going to play better than he did.
I was shocked too.
Yeah. And it's not completely my fault, because a bunch of friends sold it to me like, no, he knows the system. It's going to be great. He had 300-yard games in Chicago with no cast. I was like, all right. I was like, for sure.
He had 300-yard games with us. but they didn't result in anything. We weren't scoring any points, which is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. He had more than one 300-yard game. I think he had about 3.
We broke a record this year, man. How many games with the 11 points combined, total?
We were right.
No team has ever done that.
We were right there. It was. By the way, I think it was CJ had 3 games. We'd have if CJ has 3 good games, and CJ.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and CJ did not have 3 good games, and he was killed as far as the Seattle game, and then of course that's when we got the Golden Boy all of a sudden out of the field, doing crazy. Tony, he's not even. He doesn't know the playbook. He doesn't really know his teammates that well. And he comes out there and looks like that. This is what people don't realize. They have no idea yet the real potential of Jimmy Garoppolo. Next year this time, when he learns the playbook and he's got the ability to go out there and improvise, even if things are crashing down all around him, he can still think that quickly and get it done. I love this guy. People are starting to wonder about my feelings about Jimmy Garoppolo. I like to let everyone know that it's wholesome and it's manly, okay? Don't try to lose it. You know? I just like the way he plays
Strictly
football.
platonic. Strictly platonic.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, anything, Tony? You want to add anything to that?
I think he's going to be great. I think this is what is lost in the modern NFL. You sit your quarterback, you mentor him, you let him watch, you refine the finer points of being a quarterback over time. When you throw him to the wolves, what happens is, people talk about muscle memory. Well, now your quarterback is flinching because he remembers how bad he's getting driven into the dirt because he's taking a 2-step drop when he should be a 3, or he's running into pass rushing lanes, and there's so much nuance to being a great quarterback in this league, and that takes time. And if you can't practice that, well, you can practice it in live game reps, but it's hard to apply. Yep. It's hard to apply what you learn off the field and apply it on the field. That takes time, opportunity, and franchises really just aren't willing to wait. Yeah. So when you get a perfect situation where Garoppolo was mentored under Brady, under Belichick, under Daniels for how long, I can't explain how good of a trade this was. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Jesus, it's gonna be
we won. For a second rounder, and even if he didn't work out, for a second rounder, that's great, So
on Belichick, I love it. Tony. So trying to see you on Red Gold Radio, but before you go, man, we gotta have that cheer. And get used to cheering, Tony, because losing is about over. We got a couple more games for next season. The NFL has no idea that they're in so much trouble. They are. 3, 2, 1.
Niners!
If we could have just got that dog to howl.
Hey, I think I just heard a Raiders chant in the background somewhere out in the street.
I know. See, they probably heard you, right? Thank you, Tony. Pedro! Make sure you check out Pedro. He is the president of the guy. The dude is so cool. Listen, and I'm about to give you my anticipation, my prognostication, my belief as to who's going to win this game. Listen, last week, it's like this. We won 26 points on the Texas defense that included Jadeveon Clowney. Ain't gonna be no Jadeveon Clowney this week. Blaine Gabbert scored 12 points against the Titans. Blaine. So how many points do you think that Jimmy G can score? That's what I'm talking about. I do believe we're at home. And I do believe I'm giving it 28 points. Yeah, we scored 26 against the Texas defense. We could score 28 points against the Titans defense. 28. And here's another thing that nobody's given enough credit to Jimmy G for. Jimmy, being on the field, controlling the ball, the offense, keeping it out there for a long period of time, converting on third downs, making sure we continue to move down the field. The defense is sitting back, they're relaxing, they're resting. They're not out there all day. Listen, the blueprint for winning football games is exactly what the 49ers are doing right now. They're keeping the defense seated, they're keeping the opposing offense on the bench. 10 points. And the defense is going to come out there and they're going to snuff them. Because quite frankly, I am not impressed with the Titans of the last 2 or 3 games that I've been watching. 28-10, we win 3 in a row. Can we stand it, fam? I tell you what, I'm going to be joining you all up in your face at your place as we take in this 3rd victory in a row. I don't know if I can stand it. We have not done this in such a long time. 3 in a row, are you kidding me? And afterward, of course, we'll talk about this game till we get tired. You'll need the Ronbo Sports app in order to be able to get the PIN number, the phone number, and all the things you need to make the connection. Go ahead and get that. It's absolutely free. And we'll talk some football, Niner winning football. Yeah! Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is also Red and Gold Radio. You'll need the app for that. Oh, it is such a good time on Red and Gold Radio. So do it. And we'll see you this weekend to talk some more 49er football and what happens this weekend. I'll see you on social media as well. You'll see me, Ronbo Sports. Please, as my boy Sheik always likes to come in and say, hit that like. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you this weekend. Give me a countdown.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Niners!